Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki and I love to crochet plushies. I am going to be doing something a little bit reckless today. I am going to be using my own pattern to create a giant dragon. So today I am going to be using my own pattern. I will link it down in the description box below. So my dragon, I'm going to try and make him giant by using my largest hook, and I'm going to use my largest yarn. This is the color I'm going to go with for the body, and I am going to make his horns and his wings a more purple color. So purple and green and white is what I'm going for the color for this. So let's get started. So firstly, I'm going to be using this purple color to create the spear on the end of the tail, and I have absolutely no idea how big this is going to be. So let's just hook in and find out. Okay, this is just the spear. It is the same size as my nose to chin. Wow. Okay, so we've got the spear done. This makes me a little bit scared of how big this is going to be. All right, so spear is done. I'm going to move on to the wings now. Okay. Da 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 da. This is the size of the wings. So I've got all 4 of these done, and now it is time to put them both together. So 2 of these on either side, just to make them stable so that they sit up rather than flop down. Okay, so the wings are finished, and now we get to move on to the 3 little spikes down the back of the body. I haven't grasped how big this is actually going to be, but let's get into making those spikes before we move on to the legs and ears. Okay, the spikes are finished. I've got 3 of them done, and this is how much yarn I am left with after all of that. So I had 1 skein. I do have 3 skeins of my green yarn, so this is how much is left from 1 skein of the multicolored purple, white and green yarn. So lucky I didn't have to play yarn chicken with that. Now I'm going to move on to the ears and the legs. If any of you are interested as to what yarn I am using a yarn called Blanky Yarn by Mode Verda, and I find it's pretty tough. It doesn't really snap like other blanket yarns, so I like using it, but it is quite thick. The yarn hook that I am using is the largest one I have, and it is a 10mm hook, or a USN. So if you were just wondering, I'm going to get back onto making these feet. Alrighty, feet are done, ears are done. I think that is all of the attachables that I have to do. There is a lot of little tiny things on my desk at the moment. So I'm going to put these over here so I don't mix them up with these ones. And there we go. And now we will move on to the body and really get kicking as to what this is going to look like. So this is how big the head is so far. There's the muzzle, and that's where the eyes are going to be. It's almost the size of my face. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be crocheting this around my body. All right, this is the head, and we are going to be getting into the neck now. This is going to take a lot more than what I thought it would. I did buy a giant bag of stuffing. A giant bag of stuffing. I think it might take a little more than that, or just the whole bag. I think it'll take the whole bag. Okay, so this is where we are at now. Here's the top of the head, here's the bottom. The neck is done, the head is stuffed, and now I'm working on the body. I think this definitely will be wrapping around my head when I'm finished like this. This is ridiculous. Why did I even start doing this? Okay, so the body and the head is done. It is all stuffed. It is time to now work on the tail. This is getting huge and heavy, and it is weighing trouble on my wrist. So this is how far we've gotten so far. This does not even fit on screen. So this is how far we've gotten. I don't know how long I can sit here and continue crocheting with my arms up this high. So I think I might have to switch to the floor soon, become a floor troll, but I don't. I'm going to try and sit up for as long as possible, because if I sit on the floor, I'm not getting back up again. Okay, so this is how much of it I've gotten done now. I can almost wrap it around my neck. I am going to continue the rest of the tail. It is nearly finished, and then I shall put the appliques on soon. But I'll finish the tail. I haven't got very much yarn left, so I am playing yarn chicken now. Let's finish the tail off. Okay, so we are now at the end. I'm going to cut my yarn and fasten it off. I'm leaving a large tail for sewing. Oh, and I'm stuck. Come on, boy. This is a very hard yarn to work with, or hook really. It's the hook that's the problem. Okay, here we go. And here's the body of it. And now we are going to move on to putting all of the appliques onto it, and we should be done. Okay, it's time now to put the eyes on this little fella. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, but I will. You can tell which side is the top of the head and which is not by the scoop. So I'm going to make sure that I don't put the eyes in the wrong position, because that would suck to have to redo this whole thing. Okay. Okay, he's looking like a snake now. He is definitely wrappable, like so. I need to put some ears on him so he looks less like a snake. Okay, I got his little ears on. He looks so much cuter now he's got ears on. And now I'm going to move on to the little back appliques. I think I'm going to start with the wings and then move on to the spikes on the back. Okay, that was hard trying to maneuver such a giant plushie, but here is what we have so far. I've got his wings and his spikes on, his eyes and ears are done, and now I'm going to move on to his legs, and then I'll get back to you after that. Okay, so the very last thing that needs to go on is this little tail spear, and then we are done for today. I really am excited to see how big this is compared to my little ones. Okay, so we are finished for today. This here is our original little baby dragon, little baby sleeping dragon. So cute. And this is mummy dragon. She's massive. And all I did was change my yarn and my hook size, and this is how big she turned out. I can't believe it. She's massive and really cute. So this lovely lady is going to fit behind me here on my shelf. I'm just going to show you how big mum is compared to baby. I used an entire kilo of stuffing, and I used about 600 grams of yarn, of the green yarn, and nearly a full skein. So this is how much is left from the multicolored yarn, and I think she is gorgeous, and I'm going to stick her up there. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, and if you would like to, please subscribe. Happy Year of the Dragon. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.